Hello, I am Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Thea to the Shattering. So, off camera I had to decide what we want to do today. We have quite a few different materials available and there are like multiple directions that we can go. And I think first thing we want to do, because the alliance with Slavians may take a while to build up. I think first we want to set up our village and maybe get some children while we are doing that. Of course, it's random, but I think when we keep all our people together, it will give us the best chance to get some babies. So I will send our expedition home right away. We also need more people in the village now to gather the resources that are in range. And I think our first move, I'll actually log that in right away, or log that in, research it right away, is gonna be a school. We have bones available, so yeah, what else could it be? I mean, bone is really the only material that the school can be built of. No child would just go to school that wouldn't be built out of bone. So let's research that, and of course we want the extra research. I'll even have our Zherka researching full-time once the expedition is back in the village. Let me just quickly check their health. No, we are fine. I wasn't sure there for a second, but we are fine. Okay, next. I was thinking about these quests, but I really want the expedition to be in a village for some time. Especially because I need more children, so I have to max out the chance as much as possible. Now, our Zherka is here. We'll make sure that she keeps researching as much as possible. And by the way, what about our warrior? What is your gathering tool? Damn, he is horrible at gathering, even with the gathering tool. Does everyone have gathering tool? Yep. Oh, and I wanted to give this dog to our hunter. Give me a second, maybe my... Yeah, sure enough, I just started recording and my cat needs something. Give me just a second, please. Okay, problem fixed. Hopefully she will just go away now and we'll be able to finish this episode without further distractions. Let's actually recycle the amber robes. We'll keep the rest. What about the crowd? Do we have anyone who could use some extra perception? Yeah, we do. We have... actually, our gatherer has this shack. And... well, we could still give it to our warrior, because I think perception will increase his gathering a tiny bit. Yep. That's the best we can get from the crowd right now. Okay. Research. 75. Well, it's the best that we can get. Let me check something. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to get gems first to get the one crafting tool. Too late for that. What else can we use for crafting tools? Could use the malachite as secondary material to make the crafting tool lighter. And we get one stack of quartz, I suppose. Because I want the inventor's aid. It's about 45. Yeah, that's fine. Let's confirm it already before I forget about it again. And that means before we start gathering those bones, we want to get some quartz. 67. Can we get more? Need 1 stack. Okay. Next. And back to micromanaging everything. Crafting. 696. So this would be 4 turns. Three turns. 2 turns. We'll never make it down to 1. So 2 turns will do. We should have enough food and wood, so we don't have to gather that for a few turns. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, did I not switch from the quartz? This is what we want. Okay, let's check the crafting tool. It's a normal quality. Good enough. $103. That's much better. Okay, so that's one thing. And now, next is gonna be the school. So let's already lock it in, perhaps. We need... want it to be bone. What can we get from that? 1.8, 1.5, increased max faith. Do you think? Do we want the extra faith? Extra research points. Actually thinking that the extra faith might be worth it. Nah, we want the research. I know that there is 0.1 extra research points. But if we have someone researching full time, which I want to, it's better to have the research or 0.3 here than 0.1 here. Okay, let's go with the normal school, not the, let's say, elemental version. And we need 92. We have 53 currently. Let's see, can we... Oh, we already have enough to get a stack of bone every turn. We are getting 9 per turn. You are on 53, so 4 turns. No, 5 turns, I think. 110 and 85. Probably should have more food. 82. It's actually not enough to get a stack every other turn. Okay, let's do it this way then. Next. There we go. All that we need was to bring the expedition back to the village, and of course it's our warrior who took care of business. Rejoice. That's 1. And give me a few turns, you'll even have a school. Excellent. What do we need? We could use a healer, we could use a crafter. Maybe I'll just go for a crafter here. How long until you grow up. 43 turns, that's a very long time. We can maybe wait for the first level up before we decide. For now, we'll definitely give her... Actually, do we have a gathering tool that would give flat gathering? That might be better. 5.6, 7.9, 8.9, yeah. The flat gathering is better for children. I won't give her anything else, I think. Or maybe will I? She's strong enough to handle the artifact. I'm not sure if it can somehow affect the stats that she gets for the first level up, but probably not. And as long as someone is using the item, we can't lose it during random events. And by the way, the higher quality gathering tool, probably someone should have that. 14.0, 15. Okay, good. Close. What do we want you to do? So this way we'll get a stack every 3 turns. Good enough. And this way we'll get a stack every 2 turns. Yeah, that's fine. Everyone is doing something. Good. Next, more children, please. 9, 18. Is that enough? No, we need one more stack. Yep. It's gonna take forever to build, though. And there's another research point. What do you want to get from that? Increase number of gathering slots may also increase gathering attribute, but what we need more is increase the crafting attribute. That's what we are looking for. Okay, so next is gonna be forge. Crafting. And what do we want to use for that? Quartz? Probably. Or maybe actually quartz leather is better. Let's compare it. If it was quartz. 1.8. Quartz leather. Still 1.8. 2400. It's actually a little bit less production. Here, +1 crafting slot, 1.6, 1. I don't think that we need the extra crafting slot, to be honest. Once we get a dedicated crafter, we should be fine. And our Zherka should also be quite decent. Also, healers should be decent crafters. I think we'll go with the first option. And what was it that we wanted to do? Okay, let's use the quartz. So it's 90 quartz. Confirm. We have what, 18? I'm gonna need help here. 10. I'm not sure that I want to gather the craft. 2 turns difference. Would the warrior also make 2 turns difference? No, it's just 1 turn. Okay, let's just go with 10. I don't want to lose all the gathering. Yeah, it's 200 points, by far the best. So now we have enough bones. We're gonna switch to the quartz. 351. We don't have to rush things. Let's get more leather. It's gonna take a while to finish the school, so we have time to gather the quartz. How big are stacks? 12. We need 90. Let's say 7 turns. Next. Be great if you could get some random events, perhaps. There we go. And they increased the difficulty here. It used to be difficulty 3, these vipers, right? Is it vipers? After heavy rain, you discover a nest of vipers has slid its way into your cellar. These white snakes seem very aggressive and they're breeding fast. Yep, it used to be difficulty 3 fight. But as long as we have a hunter, it should be fine. Okay, so with the hunter, the difficulty drops to 3. But, well, we definitely want to use the trap because there is no danger to this solution. We got smooth. I think that's the same reward and some skilled leather. Wait, I forgot to read all the text. You track the snakes to their source and see they're swarming over creature they captured. Oh, really? Feeding on it and gaining an unnatural vigor and malice. Okay, so this is why they're so aggressive. You exterminate the snakes and within the nest you find the dying demon Chmook. The snakes were clearly feeding on it and gaining unnatural prowess. Try to help it and get rid of the snakes. Good. Do we need anyone to have the Chmook? Well, we can give it to our child. Because why not? I don't want to give her a pet that increases perception. I don't think we need another hunter, and I'm not sure what that would do for the first level up. If it would increase the chance that she gets +2 perception. What we need is, because she's a girl, either +2 mysticism, so we have a chance to get a witch. That would be great this early. Or if we can't get that, +2 wisdom would still be fine for either a healer or maybe even a second Sherka. I think the Chmook, when it gives just health, it shouldn't affect that at all. How are we doing on that school? 7 more turns down. It's gonna take forever. How are we doing on food? 40... No, here, 28. 40 turns. Worth of fuel, that's fine. And it's summer. Excellent. So now we are getting experience from gathering. That guarantees the level ups for the child. Also, this is more difficult. Did they increase everything, all the little neutral events by 1? Or is it that maybe some difficulty modifiers, when you are setting up the game, right? When you are like setting the difficulty, is it that one of the modifiers didn't work properly and when you set the neutral events to hard, it increases their difficulty by 1 over the board? That's probably what happened. Now it works, so everything is more difficult. A small group of worried dwarves arrives at your doorstep asking for place to rest and regain strength. Okay, in the name of light, greet them as honored guests. Hopefully they don't steal anything from us. Followers of Svarog's Lord, good on you, ladies. Good on you. Tell you what, give us some food and we'll stay a while. Maybe teach you some proper craft. If we find out how worthy that is. Sure. Well, first ask them what they are doing here. Nothing particular. We are banished rogues. What? That's what we are. I discarded long ago for being too surface level. Okay, so we want to do business and other sorts. Sure, you can have 20% of my food. It's basically nothing. Just we can get that back in 1 turn, actually 2 turns if we wanted to. And did you teach anyone anything? Nope. Seems they didn't find anyone worthy. We just get the mental blessing. Take them for the instructions and bid them good journey. No, they... 3.6 is a lot. I'm not sure that the demon is the best option. On the other hand, he'll always be in the village, available when we need to craft something, so why not? I was thinking, yeah, maybe Zherka would be better, but she would be better for now, but later she'll be always a part of an expedition, so she won't always be available for crafting, so this actually might be the best option after all. Okay. Close. We have another research point, actually not research point, advancement point, so what is that gonna be? Okay, we don't need these buildings. If we build any of these buildings that give resources, I want to make them from better materials so that the resources they give are also higher tier. I think that's how it works now. Crop field. Well, unless they change the chance to get a pet, it's just horribly low, so I don't think I'll bother with crop field until we have some spare advancement points. Something extra depending on resources used for its construction. So the witch hut probably should also be built from better materials for the second bonus. We could go for herbalist at some point. Increases health, physical and mental. Guard tower might be something to get more health, but what I want to get is increased shielding in the village. I think I want to get that early. What are the options? Okay, let's lock the armory. Because we have 3 different tier 2 resources, we won't have to send expeditions out for quite a while. Maybe we'll have our warrior doing quest for the Slavians, but other people will be in the village for a long time. So I want them to be as safe as possible during random events and if someone attacks the village. That's why I'm first focusing on buildings. Armory. It's gonna be quartz again, I think. 10.6. The other option is 8.8 for everything. I think this is better. The difference isn't that great. It's 1.8, and here we get shielding for everything. So I will log that. Good. One more turn, then we finish the school. The chance to get a higher quality is quite decent. 9% for trash quality also isn't that bad. Next. Come on, close. Please, please, please don't screw it up. Where can we see it? Here. School. Okay, seems normal. Is it normal quality? No, it's... Come on! I'll have to rebuild it. How can you screw it up so bad? It was only, what, 9%? 1 in 10. Come on, people. Well, for now, it will have to do. Level up. Well, let's keep buffing up the gathering. What are we working on now? The forage. Okay, let's try to not screw up this one. We have... Yeah, we need more quartz, so I think this is fine. Next. 2, 3. There's a level up. I really want the witch. The question is, can she get to level 4 before she grows up? Because to get the option to get a witch, you need mysticism 4. So we either need the cat to increase the mysticism or one more level up here. But it's still quite a while. Oh, actually, it's not that long. 27. So in 27 turns, that's like 13 experience. But if she's gathering all the time, because it's summer, then we need, I think, like 12 more experience from other sources. Yeah, let's go for it. Worst case scenario, I will just send the warrior out. We'll start the dwarf quest, and we can do one quest for the Slavians. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I wasn't paying attention about the cave for the alchemist. This is the cave, right? Or we can check it. Wait, we should have it somewhere. Logbook, Lightbringers, Mass Legacy, Divine Path. Oh, they should add the option that. Wait, can we? Oh, okay. This is what I wanted. When I click on the quest, that I see where to go. Perfect. So this is what we want to avoid. We definitely don't want to fight those brigands. Dwarf and Divine Path is here. I don't know this quest. It's too far from the village, so we're gonna ignore that. But we could start at the Dwarf and we have the Slavians. Good. 2 more turns. Okay, so this is a normal quality. And that should increase the chance that we don't screw up other crafts. 9, 9. Is this a lower chance now for some reason? Because I think it was 10, 9. And it's now 9. We probably lost some blessing. And that lowered our crafting skill, something like that. 6 turns. How much quartz do we have? Enough. So we can switch to something else. Red. Would this make a difference? 1 turn. Not enough. Okay, let's focus on leather and bones, I think, now. It's gonna be the next project. Do we have research points? No, and it's gonna take a while to get some. Maybe I should send the warrior out. Let's give him food. for 30 days. Actually, no, we are low on wood. $20. There. Anything else? Nope. I don't think that he can really handle the dwarf quest, but even accepting the quest should give us some experience, so we can do that. And then the next step we'll do some other time. Yeah, again, this fight used to be difficulty 8, so I think everything went up by 1. You come across an impressive stone smith standing proudly in the middle of nowhere. You'd swear you passed by here before and didn't spot it. Outside stands a young, shaven dwarf. Inside, you see the outline of an older, bulkier fellow hammering away at the anvil. You also spot a large pile of rocks by the entrance. Say you don't wish to talk or help him. Approach and speak to the dwarf. Oh, visitor, splendid. I'm Bogdan, a mastersmith. Say, you haven't seen a couple of wee girls hiding somewhere or maybe doing some mischief. No, you can't say that you have. Oh, well, how would you feel about getting hired to find them? Why? Well, you see, my daughter, she asked me to babysit. And, well, your daughter asked you to babysit, and well, I'm not as young as I look. I had me a wee nap. I wake up and poof, the little rascals are gone. And Chael, whatever, Chael probably, here was no help either. He gives a dirty look towards the pile of rocks. Chael? Shh, not too loud. She's old and cranky. She's a rock troll. Okay, my best friend for a good few centuries now, but useless at babysitting, it seems. So you're looking for dwarven girls? Not strictly, no. They're more rusalkas. Although I always say Anya has my chin. She does, and Eva has that strong arm. Any smith should have. In any case, they be 2 human-looking lasses, but I bet you they went to the caves, the Mist Swamp, or what, Blighted Lake over there. So he had children with the Rusalka. It isn't what you call conventional, sure, but you know how rare dwarf wives are. Well, no, I don't. No, till you lived as long as me. In any case, yes, I married Mariana. I mean, she was tricked into it and bound by demon law at first, but then we made it work. She's passed now, but our daughter is my greatest treasure, and here we wants too. Isn't he going to look? He sees his legs, and they are portly turned to stone. Like I said, I'm not as sprightly as I look. Me and my wife, we met back in the awakening days, long, long ago. Now I'm slowly turning back the stone I was carved from. What? Nature. But I really need my grandbaby safe. I will reward you well. Okay. Yeah, we did get some experience. That's what we came for. So where can we go? Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Both the locations are in range of the village, so we would have support for that. With the support from the village, we actually might be able to handle it. But still, I'd rather start working on the loyalty with Slavians and maybe get some people from them. Next. Did I change the gathering? Yes, I did. Next. Okay, more quests. Well, bad friends, now that Zbigniew is no longer troubling you or us, we can welcome you properly. So it seems they are saying the same thing every time. You're looking to help a fellow. Okay, sure, there's always trouble. Ask if anything needs killing. Either we... Well, that was fast. We've run out of quests after we did one. Can we do anything else? Tavern is open. Visit food trader. Kennel. We could check the kennel, maybe get something from them, or see if there is even something we might be interested in. Sure, go ahead. We may have some pups for you to buy, or we may have something more exotic. It's a one-off for helping us. We are interested in a cat. How much? 20. You can have all my sandstone. You can have my leather. You can have 1 iron. There. Just basic cat, but it's what we need for our child to get a chance for a witch, so that's good. And next turn, actually we can do it now. Oh wait, I can't visit the kennel again. I wanted a spider as well. So what else? Do we visit the tavern? And drink, because there is a small chance that we get a child when we go drinking. At least I heard that there is a chance. Never happened to me. Let's see. I got some nothing. Well, sure, that's some food. And Bogdan ended up sick, which is fine. It's only for 4 turns. Next. But how am I supposed to build up the loyalty when we are not getting quests, and we have what, 9 loyalty at this point? Okay, 15.8. Thinking about going strength here. Can we somewhere see carrying capacity or like weight limit, or I don't know how to call it? Because even the hunter needs some strength. And it seems that we'll never get the chance to get +2 strength, because it seems the game prioritizing the main stat. So yeah, let's go for strength. We'll go for heavy armors, and we have to make sure that the hunter can handle it. Now, well, let's try again. Now, I wonder how long it takes to reset, if it even resets. Trade, we can check that. 1730. Oh, they have coal. I think I am interested in that. We have something to trade. 48. That scroll is worthless. Hello? Oh, wait. Never mind. So it's under the 90. You can have the scroll. Let me quickly check the rest. Okay, don't care about anything else. It's just way too expensive. And I still want to check this. There'll be a call there in summer before we refuse hospitality to the weary. We also have a healer in the village. If they're not busy, they're good with the body and the mind. Okay, well, it's good to know. Well, we don't need it right now. So we are not gonna build up the loyalty any soon. That's unfortunate. So we either need to find another village and try there, or wait if it resets at some point. Maybe it resets with seasons, that we get new quests when new season starts. You'll check when autumn begins. For now, let's try here, because we have the support from the village. We are still in range. We may as well try and get some experience. You find the cave where anyone may be hiding according to their grandfather Bogdan. Go in. You walk in the large underground chamber that is dark and eerie. In one corner you spot two girls huddling over small rocks and singing in Dwarvish. Walk up to them and say that it's time to go back to their grandfather, as he is very worried and sent you here. Grandpa always threatening us like little babies. Well, we ain't. We wanna be proper dwarves. We want to be proper dwarves now, really. But our dwarf family says we can't be dwarf wives because we can't sing the song. Well, we listened and we can. If there's one thing Rusalgas can do, it's sing. But they're Rusalgas, why they want to be dwarf wives? They're not really interested in it. Well, let's go with the first option. It is our right to choose our heritage. I don't know if we will choose it in the end, but we want to have the choice, right? Being a dwarf wife is very important also. We want to prove we can do it. And saying to these stones will achieve all that. Well, yeah, I mean, we aren't supposed to tell people, but yeah, these stones are babies. And if we sing to them, they'll grow into real life ones, you know. These rocks still look abnormal, but not really like dwarf children. More like trolls. Little rock trolls. Tell the girls it is time to leave now. Now, let's go with the first option. I think this is new. I don't think that I've ever seen this option in this event. Maybe I've never had the perception for it. What? Oh no. Yeah. Grab them, run away. Should be able to handle 4 difficult physical challenge. You managed to escape the trolls and the girls are in floods of tears. We are sorry. Grandpa's gonna be so mad. We'll go back to him now, we swear. Thank you for saving us. I think we're gonna say you will come to check on them soon, so they better stay, better not stray. Okay, 2.2 experience. We need a lot more. Actually, we have the cat, so that should be enough to get a chance for a witch. Next. That's the main reason why we sent the expedition out, to get more experience for the child. Keep stacking up the wisdom. Now with the cat, the experience are not necessary anymore. I probably don't want to go here, because I think that's going to be a pretty tough spiritual challenge. I'm not sure that we are ready for. Question is this going to disappear when I visit the dwarf? I'm not sure about that, and I don't want to lose any locations that may give me more experience, so let's just go home. We have what we came for. Here, have your cat. 4, that's what we wanted to get. And we can give the chmuch to someone. Good. How does it look like with our armory? 2 more turns. 1, 2. I didn't check the chance, or was it 9-9? I'm actually not sure. And this time we got the good quality, so we are at 11.2. That is very nice. Okay, we don't have any research points, so maybe the next thing we should do is rebuild the school. $53. Well, let's lock it in. Confirm. need someone to gather the wood. Actually, this should work, right? I will be fine. Here we'll get the stack every turn for a while, and our Sherka can start working on this. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of points. We have 3 different terrains to research. That is the level up. So what do we get? Outmaneuver. Or brute force. Brute force is based on mysticism. Well, at least something. But it's basically a wasted level up. I think we need 3 more turns. This should be 71 bones, 80 bones, right? Yeah. This is interesting. This time we didn't get the main stat. And we definitely don't want int. We want destiny, we want wisdom, and wits. I think that's the best option. One, 2. Okay, how many turns do we need to complete the first project? 2. Should I wait? Not really. Eight, 7. Now we can wait 8 turns. Actually, let me check. Let's make sure we are not burning the coal. So we have quite a lot of wood, actually. Let's get more bones. I think we have quite a lot of leather, yeah, because we are not using leather for anything yet. And for armor, I think we're gonna be combining leather with gems. And then for weapons, we're gonna need some bones. So we want to gather these 2 materials. Quartz is not that important now. 8 turns. 1, 2, 3. Come on, some event, something. Which skills do we have so far? Useless. Somewhat useless. And useless. Can we do anything in non-physical challenges? Except using a brute force that we never want to do. Nope. Okay, let's take a battle order so that we can shield people in yellow and purple challenges. I'll just have to level it up because I think it becomes relevant on like level 4. Next. There is the school. Please, please, please. Why? What have I done? The chance is 1 in 10. And so far we are 2 for 2. How many bones do we have? 94? I want decent bone school. And I'm not giving up. Can I destroy this one? To get at least some of the materials back? That would be great if I could do that, because I can do it with items, right? But it's impossible with buildings, it seems. Unless I'm missing something. Or if you are rebuilding it, maybe it should be cheaper. Because it makes sense that you would reuse some of the materials. But, well, it seems it's not possible. Okay, well, next time we try again. The biggest problem here is that we are losing time, that the Zherka is not researching. So we are not working on gear. But hopefully next time we'll succeed. And then I don't think we need more buildings. Trading post is interesting, but we don't really have enough items that we could use for trading for some higher quality things. So we'll build it at some point, but first we have to get something we could use for trading, and you don't really care about warehouse or any of these buildings. So we are done with that. Next time we'll start working on heavy armor expert probably. And for that, or once we get there, we need gems. So maybe you'll send an expedition out to get some gems. We'll use bone gems, I think, if we can get elemental armor from that. I'm hoping it's gonna be enough, essence is. Actually, I don't remember if it's enough or not. I guess you'll find out. Well, that's the plan. Once you have some elemental armor, maybe you'll get a... No, then we want a weapon for our warriors. So then we get 4 clubs. And then maybe jewelry, because for spiritual challenges, we should have abilities that will be strong enough to handle the early events. Okay, so that's the plan. But we are done for today. I hope that you liked this episode. I hope that you're going to join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye-bye.